You are now listening to Nyeckro and DJ Crobo. High sodium content.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
What's up, good folks? It's your boy Nyeckro coming through with another video. At this time, we got we got Whoopi Goldberg, right? And she's she's so out of touch. I mean, she seems to think that because our generation, Millenials, Gen Z, because we want certain attributes out of an employer. We're wrong.
What?
We shouldn't want that. And when we say that, when back in your day, things were more affordable. You had free college. Owning a home was only a couple $1,000. You know, you can go get a halfway decent job with just a high school education.
What?
If you had college, oh, forget about it. Sky was the limit. Not so much these days. You know, you might have a master's degree and, I don't know, be working a fryer or something. Like, these things don't matter anymore. You know, a college education, unless you're a doctor, lawyer, engineer, or something in IT, you're pretty much screwed. I mean, it is what it is. You know, not trying to make anybody salty or anything, but listen, it is what it is. For all those who choose to embark on that journey, my advice to you is to make sure you're picking the right study, the right field. Law, medicine, engineering, technology. That's about it. Anything else, you are playing with your life. You know, you should always try and, at the very least, learn a trade. Because at least with a trade, nobody can take that away from you.
I'd buy that for $1.
That's a skill you can take with you and literally pass down to someone else as an apprentice or something. You know, like let's say you want to be an electrician and, you know, you show another person how to install wiring and so forth. You know, things like that are useful. And it's something that nobody can ever take away from you. It's a good skill. But anyway, I'm digressing like I normally do. But, you know, let's listen to Whoopi. Let's listen to what Whoopi got to say. What you got to say, Whoopi? Huh? What you going to tell us?
Inflation, student debt, and limited room for advancement in the workplace made them feel that milestones like affording a home, starting a family, and excelling within the corporate structure are out of reach. Well, listen, every generation comes and wants to do better than their parents did. But I'm sorry, if you only want to work 4 hours, it's going to be harder for you to get a house.
Let me just stop it right here. Because, I mean, we're the only country right now that really thinks so ass backwards. We have Sweden, Denmark, and all these places that work, I believe, a 6 hour day, a 5 to 6 hour day. And it's been proven that you're more productive in those hours. Think about it. I mean, how often do you maximize the 8 hour workday where you just boom, 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 boom all day. You're just nailing it. You're not. How many breaks do you get? You know, how many times you go to the water cooler? You know, you go to your car, you have a smoke break. It's not productive. It's not productive to work an 8 hour day. It's just not. You don't have time for anything. And you know who invented it? You know who invented that? Billionaires. Billionaires. We'll do a little trivia at the end to see who you can guess who invented the 40-hour work week. And it's still, and at this point, it's over 100 years old. Times have changed. And you have dinosaurs like this, like Whoopi, and ancient politicians who want to keep the status quo and want to just make it all about the corporations. Oh, the widow baby corporations.
That actually happened. Of course it happened.
They need you to just slave away and give your soul away, your entire life away. For them one day, for them to cut your throat right before you're about to hit your 20th year, you're at 19 years and 11 months, and they cut your throat.
What?
Goodbye. Like that's what that generation likes. They like stuff like that. Like we don't. You know, we Millennials, Gen Z, I have a lot of disagreement with Gen Z, but that's another video for another time. You know, but we understand our value. And at what point do you say enough is enough? You know, nobody wants to be a slave to these companies anymore. Do you know that these CEOs and chairmen and stuff, you know, they have a problem with this thing called quiet quitting, right? And for those of you who don't know what quiet quitting is, it's literally doing your job for the time you're supposed to be there and you leave. You're not doing anything extra. Now, these places want to just squeeze all the life they can out of you for free. This country does not know one day of paying anybody right.
What?
Who are you talking about?
They don't. You had slavery for about 400 years. Come on now. Free labor. That's all this country knows is free labor, cheap labor. That's all it knows. That's all it knows. And it's like, listen, capitalism is a great thing when it's checked. This unchecked capitalism and all these wicked billionaires able to buy up all this land and all this acreage and stuff and do all sorts of nefarious things. There should be a check and balance in that. Why are you buying this land? For what purpose? Again, Whoopi's out of touch. We want better for ourselves and for our children and for our children's children. And we realize that, listen, working all this time to get nothing, to get paid nothing, doesn't work, and it doesn't help nobody. And you know, you have these baby boomers who sit at the top of these positions who just don't get it. And it's not that they don't get it, they don't want to get it. They don't care. They don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. They're living off your back. all the time. But let's finish.
I feel for everybody that feels this, but I'm sorry. We busted our behinds. We had to bust our behinds because we didn't have the option of going back. Crisis. But listen, we had all kinds of stuff.
No, it's true. But I mean, the one thing I'd say is millennials are statistically the first generation that's likely to do worse off than their parents.
You know what? That's what they said to us as well. Every
No. But why is that? Why is that? Because the previous generation chose to squander resources, ruin things, not abdicate any power. Listen, you have politicians who are literally dying in office. What is it, Dianne Feinstein? She died. She was like, what, almost 100 years old? And still in office. This is why things don't change in this country. Because you have dinosaurs who refuse to move over. I kid you not. This place could be better for everyone if you just let the young folk take over. See, I'm smacking stuff over here.
generation is told you're going to do worse than your parents. And you know what? People pick it up and they do what they do. And they raise themselves. And this is what you got to do. It's called being a good citizen. I'm so tired of almost pushing this there. Like, y'all are not the ones who handed us this economy. Y'all make it seem like we don't want to buy houses. While the fact that y'all are the ones selling us the houses, and y'all are selling the houses for 3 or 4 times the price that you need to purchase it for. Y'all try to make it seem like we don't want to work, while negating the fact that y'all are the ones holding up the position that we're trying to get to. And your old ass won't retire. Positions where I might add y'all make all the money but don't do any other work. You pass all the work down to us, but you don't pay us for any other work that you pass to us, so we can purchase the house that you're trying to sell us for 4 times the price that you purchased it for. You're not even gonna talk about college. Most of y'all strong arm y'all kids into going to college while y'all sat back and allowed them to push college tuition up to 10 times the price that it was when you was in school. Whereas when you was in school, college was $3,000 a year. Now when we in school, college is $30,000 a year. By the time you get out of school, any real money that you could have potentially made, which a lot of times nowadays is not the money that you should be making in your profession, goes back to student loans. Overall, I just want folks to understand that the reason why y'all was able to succeed is because somebody somewhere at some point gave you a chance. And instead of gaslighting us and exacerbating the problem, it would be nice if for once y'all just gave us inflation's.
I mean, did I not say that? Pretty much that's it. Gaslighting. That's really what it boils down to. You know, and listen, if you're holding on to these positions, you're 65, you're 75, 85, goddamn 95. Retire. Go home. Don't you have grandchildren? Don't you have a life? I mean, come on, man. Listen, I get the work ethic, work hard. Listen, we all work hard at something. Well, I mean, some of us don't, especially the people that just crossed over the border, but I digress. We work hard, but maybe not to a standard where we're just, we're going to be slaves to a company. That's not how this works. See, some of us actually think a little bit and realize that this is a silly game that none of us are going to win at unless we get y'all out the paint. That's what's going to have to happen. We're going to have to get y'all out of the paint. And I don't mean, you know, any kind of violent way or anything like that. No, that's ridiculous. We're more civilized than that. But Whoopi's out of touch. Just like the rest of the baby boomers and other dinosaurs. It's time for y'all to give up your positions. It's time for y'all to retire. It's time for y'all to give up office. Call it a day. Play with your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. You know, go fishing. Learn a language. Create some haikus under a waterfall. See Bora Bora. Play shuffleboard. Do old people stuff. You know, it's cool. You know, you get your nice Cabana shirts and your Cabana hat, and you go to Jamaica and all Port-au-Prince. You know what I'm saying? You go to these places, you check it out. You know, you enjoy the sunset. You know, get out the paint. Retire, get out of here. Go home. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, as always, stay salty. Peace.
So if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. They don't.
What?
Go to school and get a good education. Stop all that gang, man. You not from the hood.